If you've been scrolling through page after page of 15 times binoculars, wondering whether the extra zoom actually translates into something you'll use on the trail or at the stadium, you're not alone. It's easy to get lost in the specs 56mm objective, waterproof rating, that glossy HD badge and still end up buying something that feels impressive on paper but falls flat in the real world. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this review I'm going to break down what the Leupold BX5 Santiam HD really does when you put it in your hands, who will get the most bang for their buck, and who would be better off walking away. First off, let's talk about the situation that pushes most people toward a 15 times binocular. You're either a birdwatcher trying to spot a raptor perched high in a canopy, a hunter who needs to gauge distance before taking a shot, or a sports fan wanting that close-up view of a player on the far side of the field. In each case the promise is simple: more magnification means you'll see details that would otherwise be a blur. The catch, though, is that with every step up in power you also increase shakiness, narrow your field of view, and make low-light performance trickier. That's why the right binocular is often a compromise between reach and stability, and why many first-time buyers end up disappointed when a 15 model feels like a telescope you have to brace against your forehead. Leupold's answer to that compromise is the BX5 Santiam HD. The biggest selling point is the combination of a 15 zoom with a relatively compact 56mm objective. Most 15 binoculars sit in the 6070mm range, which adds bulk and weight, but Leupold managed to shave that down while keeping the light-gathering ability decent enough for daylight use. The HD label isn't just marketing fluff. It refers to a high-definition glass that Leupold coats with a guard ion layer. In practice, that coating means the front lenses wipe clean with a quick cloth and stay clearer after a sudden rainstorm, a real convenience when you're out hunting at dawn and a drizzle rolls in. One of the practical strengths I've noticed is the focusing system. The dual-hinge design lets the two barrels move independently, which makes the binocular feel lighter on the bridge of your nose. When you twist the focus knob, the adjustment is buttery smooth, letting you fine-tune the view without hunting for the sweet spot. For someone who spends an hour or more scanning a field, that smoothness reduces eye strain and eliminates the need to constantly readjust after a quick glance away. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: shake. 15 times magnification amplifies even the smallest hand tremor, so a stable grip is non-negotiable. The Santiam HD's ergonomics help. The open bridge design keeps the weight centered and the dual hinge action reduces the torque you feel when you bring them up to your eyes. Still, if you're not comfortable bracing the binoculars against a solid surface, you'll notice a wobble that can make the image look jittery, especially at the edges of the field of view. I found that resting the elbows on a fence or using a monopod for static observation, like wildlife photography, turns that weakness into a non-issue, but on a moving boat or while jogging it becomes more apparent. Waterproof and fogproof ratings are standard for serious outdoor optics, and Leupold delivers on that front. The sealed nitrogen-filled interior means the lenses stay clear even when you move from a cold morning into a warm afternoon, and the 100% waterproof claim holds up when you accidentally dip the binoculars in a puddle. For hunters who have to brave early morning dew or birders who trek through misty wetlands, that reliability translates into less time worrying about fogged lenses and more time actually observing. What about low-light performance? With a 56mm objective you won't get the same brightness as a 70mm pair, but the HD glass does improve light transmission compared to basic coatings. In practice, the binoculars perform well enough for twilight birding or early season hunting, but you'll start to see a loss of contrast after the sun dips below the horizon. If you regularly hunt at dusk or attend nighttime sporting events, you might want to consider a model with a larger objective or a dedicated night-vision solution instead. Who should buy the Santiam HD? If you're an avid hunter who needs a portable, high-magnification tool for scouting open fields, this is a solid choice. The combination of waterproof confidence, smooth focus, and relatively lightweight makes it easy to carry on a day hike without a dedicated backpack. Birders who focus on larger raptors or waterfowl at moderate distances will also benefit. The magnification lets you see plumage detail that a 10 pair would blur. Sports fans who attend large stadiums and want a telephoto view of the action will appreciate the 15 zoom without the bulk of a spotting scope. Who should skip it? If your primary use is low-light observation, say, nocturnal wildlife, deep forest tracking after sunset, or stadium events under artificial lighting, the 56mm aperture may leave you.